look at all decisions with a filter. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy.
But you think you would be more happy there if you know what I mean? Like maybe everything is just as it should be, and it's all it's like already written. The fate is already like.
That makes me not want to engage in it at all. Then, if it's already written, then I'm like, all right, then I won't. No, no mas.
No, I mean like you don't know, like
Based on the results of my life, I was at this one high school, and they were way more anglicized. Let's just say that. And I had an opportunity to go live with my aunt and go to a black school, but I like was procrastinating on that because I had a vendetta. I'm not gonna get too much into the vendetta. Basically, I wanted to go to another school that played my old school so that I can get revenge. Mm-hmm. But I had an option to just go to a black school and just play all different teams, but I was trying to get revenge, so I wasted a bunch of time, and then I ended up having to go to the black school too late. I still got to go there, but like, and I graduated high school from there, but I got in so late that I had to like learn everything way too late instead of like being there for months before. If I'd have just accepted it, like, all right, fuck revenge, let me just go with the feeling, I guess, and then I would have been all right. You know what I mean? Because it was like my uncle and my aunt was hooking me up, and they're black people, So like I could have did that. I could have went and did that, but I was like, nah, I want my revenge, yo. You know what I mean? So I got, but at the same time, I still got success, and just going to the black school, it gave me the opportunity to come to California and play ball in California and extend my career to where I got those offers and to play and everything and do that type of shit. And the coach that helped me, he was a dark-skinned black dude, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, the anglicized school I went to, he was a dark-skinned coach too, but I felt like he was a fucking sellout. You know what I mean? I felt like he was, only thing dark about him was his skin. You know what I mean? So it's like a funny thing, like to look at it like this, like the contents really matter. You know what I mean? More than the flesh in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Or the way the flesh appears on the surface. For a lot of people, you know what I mean? I feel like 8 out of 10 times the stereotype be right, and I'll be right, and I'll be like, this stereotype is official, and I'm gonna go with it, and I'll take those 20% losses. You know what I mean? But it is still a loss. It's still a big chunk, 20%, and
potential is not everything.
Yeah, if you don't use the potential, it means nothing. It's actually more tragic.
Yeah.
So I feel like every time I went with darkness, it helped me. Then after that, after I left the high school, I tapped into my cousin, she was black. She was dating this dude that was a coach in LA. And that's how I came to LA and started playing ball in LA. And he was black. So I just looked at it like, man, this is the grapevine that keeps assisting me to help me move forward. And every time I deviate a little bit, it'd be like the hammer come down, and I'd be like, damn, man, I really can't even, like, I wonder if it's because, like, my situation genetically like that. Like, if you was dark skinned, you maybe have more leeway. But since I'm this way, I can't ever deviate. You know what I mean? I can't ever step away from darkness. Like, you know what I mean? I guess it's how my mom was in the beginning until she got shot, And that's just more. It adds to the trauma even more. I feel like because my mom would have never been with my dad if she didn't get shot. And I look at it like.
I look at it like I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I got mixed feelings about that.
I know. I know.
Yeah, like.
Still, I'm gonna tell you I'm glad.
Yeah, no. So my mom's got shot, and then she needed security. And she didn't know white people her whole life. Like, she didn't know them intimately. Like she been around them. She in America. You're gonna see them. You're gonna talk to them and stuff. But you don't know them intimately. You don't go. You're not having sex with them. You know what I mean? You're not doing. She wasn't doing none of that. She was only with her kind, or what she thought was her kind, like light skinned and dark. Or it wasn't no white people in her life. Like, so, it was. To me, I don't know. Just the way I looked at it was like my dad was just a sucker. I love him. It took me 30 years to just get over this. But like, I looked at it, my dad was a sucker. He was a 33-year-old virgin. He never been with a woman and he didn't know what he was getting into. He didn't know nothing about the black struggle. And my mom didn't know about white people. You know what I mean? So like she just needed a place to stay. She was shot. She couldn't walk. He was a physical therapist, and she just G'd him. He was a virgin. My mom was what you maybe you would call her a man eater or something like that. You know what I mean? Somebody that dominates relationship. That's why I feel like I like females like yourself. You know what I mean? People that dominate. You know what I mean? I like females that dominate because it's not even a challenge if they don't. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like kind of pointless. But I don't know if it's just because I'm fucked up. That's where I come from. So like, yeah, I just looked at it like, you know, my dad was weak. You know, and I met cool white people though in my life. It took a long time for me to.
I'm glad you think I'm cool.
Yeah, it's hard for me to even look at you as white. You're so Sicilian. You know what I mean? Like to just be like you're.
That's a new race. Like Sicilian is not white and not black. So.
Yeah, it's like its own thing. Yeah. So it's, I don't know, like that's kind of where I'm at. I know like I started off so heavy, and I know we a lot more playful than that. But I just felt like I had to say that.
I mean, we just break up 3 times a day, so.
At least 3 times a day I break up with you. Because, you know what I mean, one of my personalities is going to take over. You know what I mean? One of the New Jersey black dude that I am, you know what I mean, the New Jersey white dude that I am, they might not agree. And then I got to break up with you.
You don't know that it makes me mad sometimes. I'd be like, okay, let's just wait till the other personality comes back or something. Something like that. I'm just waiting.
But how do I have a child and feel this way? And these are my experiences. How do I communicate that to them? You know what I mean? And like, how do I be with a woman if I'm never gonna have a child? Unless she's just already over the hill, and I'm just not gonna have children, and the woman's just an older woman, and she already did her thing. That's what I always thought it would be. An older woman that had kids, and I was already just like, fucking, I have no kids. Your kids already moved out. You know what I mean? I ain't about to raise no kids. That ain't mine. But I'm just saying, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how I looked at it because I don't know how, I feel like it'd be so damaging to the child because I feel like I had to be quiet all my life. I could never share my experiences. And if I did, I feel like it would ruin their self-esteem. I don't know how to remedy that or whatever is a better word than remedy. Remedy just sounds like remedial or something, doing something over. So I don't know what to say there, but I don't know how to repair that.
Maybe
What? No, repair. No, nothing. Go ahead. Maybe what?
I just want to say, I don't know if it's just acting, but I feel like you're a really loving person, so I think you can give your kids mad love, and that's what matters.
But I feel like if I don't tell them my experiences, it'd be cruel. They're gonna run. They're gonna run into some brick walls.
Yeah, maybe you find a way to tell them.
I don't know how to do that without defeating them. You know what I mean? I don't know how. I don't know how it's possible to be like, yeah, you know. By the way, I feel like I'm a mutant, and so you probably a mutant. So you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And a demon. I'm a mutant, pale-faced devil. But you're not that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I can remedy that. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can reconcile like that with the child. I feel like they would be like, well, why'd you make me then? Because I felt that way for 30 years, at least 30 years. You know what I mean? I was like pissed at my parents. Like, why the fuck would you do this? You know?
But I feel like it's like with many experiences, you can know what to do before it arrives. It has to arrive, and then you have to just do it or not. Or maybe you don't let it arrive, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like every event in my life prepared me for the next one. So nothing ever really did surprise me. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways. It's like, if I invest in drinking, then I'm going to get drunk. And then the next thing I'm going to be hungover or whatever it is. Like, if I invest in certain things, I'm going to get the input going to give me the output. And I feel like,
yeah, that's true.
I don't know how, I'm going to get blindsided. Like, oh, no, I didn't see this coming. You know what I mean? Because I can visually see it. That's the problem. It's not like I'm just thinking it in English. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You see it in pictures.
In a holographic projection in my mind. I'm seeing it in my brain. Like, and I guess I've been trained in a lot of ways to trust the visuals. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Right. That's what everybody say, right? You heard the expression?
Say again.
Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't believe none of my auditory thoughts. Like that's just all in English. It's all just parasite language anyway. And then fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you other languages, or
Yeah.
or kids maybe.
Then they can teach me. Yeah. Yeah. So like, I felt like, if I get a visual about something, then I should take heed and acknowledge that, respect it. So I feel like paralyzed in more ways than one when it comes to the opposite sex, or what they call opposite sex, merging with females or women.
What do you mean?
I feel like it's no way I can really do it, because I feel like, how can I do it if I feel this way?
Yeah.
It feels like it's like wrong to have a child and feel and harbor these feelings and thoughts, and then but my experiences are what they are. It's not like I want to erase them. You know what I mean? As much as a lot of shit's painful, it's like, why would I erase it? And how could I be with a woman and expect her to just like not have a child because of my dysfunction?
Yeah, right.
So I always felt like there's no way to move forward with a woman. I can move forward alone, I guess, or with a woman that is already past that. Like she's 45 and she ain't having a kid. No more kids. Yeah. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like my life, story of my life in a lot of ways. You know, that's the filter I see life through. Yeah, it's the filter I see life through in a lot of ways. Like, I don't know. As much as I guess it's, it's jaded. It's jaundice. Jaundice as fuck. Discolored. In my view, I guess. Shit feels accurate.
So what now?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think is wrong with me, other than everything I just said?
It's hard to say.
You just keep saying I'm afraid, and I just keep thinking I don't know. I don't know if it's fear or if it's just logic.
Yeah, maybe it's both of it. Maybe it's just fear. I don't feel like it's just only logic, because you've experienced a lot of things that are traumatizing, So
yeah,
you don't really see. Maybe you don't really see.
I feel like
you see it. You see life how you see it.
Yeah.
Everyone sees life how they see it. So, through their own filters. So yeah, traumas can make you blind in some ways.
Yeah.
And then you re-experience, you you get triggered, or you have another experience that reminds you of the trauma, and that keeps going your whole life. I feel like
and then the personalities too, like you know what I mean? Because like if I'm in these environments where white is weak, I have to like take on all these other personalities that's not really me, to like fill them voids in them circumstances, because like being myself is,
you want to escape it.
I just don't want to get harmed. You know what I mean? Like it's just more so that
fear, like
yeah, people pull guns out on me because I was white. They would have never did that shit if I was dark skinned. You know what I mean? They would have never even tried it. They're bitch made motherfuckers though, because they had to use machines. They knew they couldn't take it from me, you bitch made motherfuckers. But I'm just saying, like, it would have never even happened if I was dark skinned. It would never even try me like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just because the skin. It just attracts those traumas in that environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look like a sucker. You look like that just because your skin. Even though I'll beat the brakes off the people that did that to me. Physically, we'll beat them to death. But they have guns. You know what I mean? So, like...
it's kind of scary that... Or, not scary. It's sad that people are like this.
Yeah. No, I mean... It's
prejudice. And, I don't have it in Germany like this. Or had that in Germany like this. But I see it here now.
It's not a gun culture.
I haven't been here for long, but I kind of have the feeling what you mean. So, I experienced some things here.
Yeah. No, I know. And like, if I took you back to Jersey or different places, like you just like you or my sister, she live in Atlanta. I'm telling you, it's overt racism. Like I was telling you, like people have come up to me and be like, "White man, we're gonna take your kids. We're gonna take your women. We're gonna fuck all your women. Get the fuck out of here, white man." I'm like, damn, dog. You know, you don't even know how much I be trying to help motherfuckers that look like you. You know what I mean? But I just gotta take it because I look like the enemy.
Yeah.
And I can really say or do.
I have the feeling that it has to change. Like you can't go on like this in this world.
Yeah.
This world is gonna be more separate than now, but at some point it has to just change because it won't work. It won't work like this.
Yeah, I mean it's not working. It's not working. Yeah.
But it will collapse in the end. Like.
Yeah, that's another reason too. If I have a kid in the middle of a race war,
no,
you know what I mean? It's like
don't do this.
Yeah.
But
America is a race war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But in general, any war is no.
Yeah. No, I know. But that's where it's at though. I mean, I feel like it's overt racism in different places that I've experienced, that people treat me a certain way. And passive racism I've seen because my brother, he looks more Negroid than me. He's not even the darkest dude in the world at all, by any means. But I've grown up with him. He was darker before he started drinking every day. But like, when I was growing up with him, I would see people treat me a certain way. And then he'd come, like we'd be in line or something at a store or something in society. And people would treat me a certain way, and then they'd treat him totally different. And they just reinforce my racism. And then my brother would be there like, see how they do me? See how they do, you know what I mean? And it's like constant, you know, like
I think it's really crazy because I never thought it was like this. Because I've never experienced something like this. Because I seen it in movies or something to show it, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, in Germany, no. I see in Germany people are treated differently by their heritage.
With the Germanic tribes themselves?
No, I mean like Turkish people or.
Oh yeah.
If you look Turkish or more south, like my father, I think maybe my father is treated differently than Germans because
he's Sicilian.
He looks like mafia, you know.
Yeah.
It's a kind of threat, so you know.
Yeah, you know, you can't really live your life based on what other people is afraid of.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
But you gotta acknowledge it though. If I go into a place and they all see me as the enemy invading species, I'd be a fool to act like they don't. You know what I mean? As much as I feel like I'm not on the inside and I don't want to be, and I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to undo any unconscious residue that might have came from them ancestors. I'd still know that everybody in the room gonna look at me like a cracker. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I already know. You know what I mean? You know, it's one way or another. I make some movements, or they might hear my voice, and they might be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Something different." But
it's a funny thing. Everyone says don't judge a book by its cover, but everyone does it. So
yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah. And kids do that though. Kids look at judging books, but kids judge books by the cover all the time. I feel like, as much as kids is like cool, like, and don't be racist or whatever, I feel like they still are so honest.
Yeah.
That they know, like they know, like, yo, this is different. You're different than this other person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes it's better if you're just honest, and then it's like off your chest.
Yeah.
You know, just tell it, and then it's like,
yeah.
And that's what kids do, I think. So.
Yeah. No, it just becomes a funny thing, man. Like as the years go, like I didn't go to a black school or black university because I felt like, damn, I'm gonna take a spot away from a black kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like I took myself out of the equation. I might have been better than everybody on the team, everybody within range, but I was like, man, I don't want to take this away. You know what I mean? My racism to myself has definitely killed a lot of opportunities, like for myself, because I felt like I just didn't want to be part of the problem. You know what I mean? Because that's all I've been told my whole life. Like, you know, you look like this, you're part of the problem. The world's this way because the people that look like you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not all white people is the same, but I come from some of the worst ones. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know them personally on a personal level, but the blood is what it is. And like, In America, if you came after 1880 through Ellis Island and you was an Italian or an Irishman or something, it's different than if you was here since the 1400s when shit was really getting, a crime scene. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like it's different. When those people left Europe because it was broke. You know what I mean? It was broke. They didn't have shit, so they came here. It was broke. You know what I mean? They're not the Europeans that came here, settled this bitch, took it over. You know what I mean? Wiped out all the original males, raped women and shit like that. They're not enslaved motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers is not them. Them Italians and Irish people and Polacks and shit that came in through New York in 1880s. They're not the same as the people like my family or my father's family. I don't even want to call them family. Like, but that bloodline through my father, like, they was here since the 1400s. So they definitely are a different breed, and not all white people is the same. They're not all the same. You know what I mean? They're really not. But we're in such a place of racism now where it's just like dark over there, white over there. It's just the Jimmy or the Willie Lynch shit. Like,
it's not just that. It's everything is war right now. Also, like male against female.
Yeah, dark, light, old, young, male, female.
Yeah.
Willie Lynch. It's the Willie Lynch shit. He's like separate all the slaves based on shade, sex, and age.
Create separation so that you can
divide and conquer.
Control.
Yeah.
Divide et impera.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to tell you. All the time. Divide et impera. It's that.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the world is always going to be in a war state as long as America is like this.
Yes.
It's like no way for the world to be in harmony with the Americas being in this state. It's so many people that's here that's not supposed to be here. And
then all this...
The history is so ugly, you know what I mean? I mean, Europe got ugly history too. Africa got some ugly history. Everywhere. Australia, Asia got some it's ugly history all over the world in a lot of ways. But I don't know how you can figure. I feel like America is the head of the shit. You know what I mean? World reserve currency.
I feel like Germany feels so guilty still about the Second World War, about the Holocaust, and Germany just acts like, we have to be kind and humble all the time, even though we will fail in the end.
Yeah,
we just have to do everything that seems nice to everyone but ourselves.
yeah. At the expense of yourself, yeah. No, I mean, that's the replacement migration in Europe is real. They definitely trying to get all bring as many people from other places there as possible to where it's just chaos. Same here though, I guess.
Yeah, but Germany is like, I feel like Germany is the one that takes them all. Or the most of them.
Because y'all control the EU, basically, right? I mean, the money.
Yeah, and
if you take Germany out the EU, that shit would collapse.
Yeah.
And that shit would not even, imagine it. Just Germany leaves, all the other countries will leave.
But Germany is controlled by USA.
Yeah.
So it's kind of little America.
It's a bloodline. It's the Saxe-Coburg-Gothas, man. Saxony's North Germany. And them motherfuckers went to England or Anglo land and started speaking Angelist or English, and that's the same family. You know what I mean? It's all the same motherfucker. Not all Germans is them, but since that's their base, they went from Ukraine, modern day Ukraine, to Germany, to England, to America. That everybody that's like in the path, that's like gets alignment with that, they get benefits of that. You know what I mean? Like, America doing all right, better than other countries. Like, gas $10 a gallon in Europe, right? Gas is cheaper here just because America is the world reserve currency, or the U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency, because the banking cartel.
Yeah.
That's the Saxe-Coburg-Gotha family. That they're not Germans. They just use Germany. You know what I mean? And like, so it's like, it's a crazy situation. I feel like with that, like. People in Germany gonna get the benefits of that. Not all of them, but some people will because of that. Like, because the banking, it don't work. EU don't work without Germany. That shit was shut down. Right?
and it's in the center.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. Germany can, like, Germany is in a bad spot. It can't do anything because everyone else would just attack Germany from every fucking.
Yeah, they made themselves vulnerable.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they were like, let's just be dependent for energy from other places and stuff. Like, I don't know why they. I mean, again, I guess just feeling ashamed. But that's why I feel like the banking cartel just uses Germany. Like it seems like
Yeah.
yeah. He's just using the place and the people or whatever. But
I feel like Germany is really submissive. Like,
yeah.
Really like, okay.
Yeah. For whatever reason. Every chick I ever messed with from Germany, besides you, they treat me like it was the 50s. And they take my coat off when I come in the door.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, it's like I went transported in 1950 right now. You know, do everything for me, you know.
Really?
Yeah. Do my laundry, you know, like automatic. I don't even really know her. You know what I mean? They just do that though, just off top. I'm like, golly.
But yeah, but Germans are really like
hospitable.
Yeah, but yeah. At the same time, it's just also habit.
Yeah, and this is my problem. I guess I always make it a worldview. I look at everything and I need to live my whole life in this moment right now, all the next 70 years, and I look at it from a worldview. I'm not looking at it like just in this room right now. You know what I mean? I look at it like all these other moving parts. But it's not a lie. You know what I mean? It's not like this shit's not a contributing factor. You know, the shit happening in Germany, shit happening, with the banking families and all that.
Yeah.
It's a factor, but like I guess I disempower myself by giving it too much attention.
Yeah, you should build your own world or have your own world. You can have both. You can have your own world and then think about the whole world, but be in your world.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with thinking. If you don't overdo it, if you don't abuse it, if you don't use it in the wrong way.
What's it feel like to the dynamic between me and you? Because again, like my traumas, even though I was married to a black woman, I had my traumas about her being my sister and it being incest, and I'm so traumatized by it. I feel like I'm just worried about even being with a European because we the most exotic on Earth, is the most rare in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Because it's a hodgepodge, really, in a lot of ways. It's not like it's like it's less Europeans than anybody on Earth, or pale people. You know what I mean? It's like only a few 100 million of them. Whereas like brown people is the most people on Earth. Brown and yellow. That's most people. Brown, yellow, black. The minority will be pale. So I look at it like, damn, if I fuck somebody light or like my complexion, is this my, you know what I mean? Is this inbreeding? But yeah. I know it's not the truth every time because not every pale person is that. You know what I mean? Not every European is the same, coming from the same line.
Yeah.
But it's one of the things I'm scared of. I'm always, so that's why I say, what do you feel like it is?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I'll be like in my mind, like, yo, if you act like my sister at all, at any point, I'm like, I want to just throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm so that way with everything.
I know.
I'm like, oh yeah, that. Well, this plus this equals this, and this equals this, and I'm done.
You get into things so quick, but you get out of things. You want to get out of it so quick too. Like it's like, I need to rush my whole life. That's how you feel.
I don't feel like I have time. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how the Europeans that took over the world was. They're like, shit, I'm living 35 years. We ain't got much time. We're taking this bitch over in 12.
That's why I'm Sicilian as fuck, because I feel like Sicilians are really like, let's just take a step back. Yeah. Just wait a minute. Just enjoy a minute. The sun. Yeah. The wine. The food.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you're my brother. I can't say that.
More dreams would expose it. More sober dreams. I've been sober 8 days or something.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna
9
find
days.
out. But I don't know if you're just paranoid and then making the things up in your dream. I think I would have a dream with you being my brother, and then we know. But
Yeah. No, that's what happened. That's what happened last time when I was married. But yeah, it's like I feel like Terrence Howard and Get Rich or Die Trying. See, that's why we need to watch movies. When he was like, I might be right, but I thought I was right. He's like, I could have been right because I knew I was right, so I could still be right. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about my paranoia. It's kind of like that. Like, I don't really feel like anybody that gets the reference, they know they get it. but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I should trust the paranoia because it'd be right, or if my life is like augmented from the paranoia. So I'm just making myself right because I'm paranoid, and I'm like, well, I reinforce the judgment, the prejudgment.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find out when it's time to find out.
And these ovulation dreams, whenever you ovulating, I guess maybe I'll figure it out. Life gonna communicate something to me. If I'm not supposed to be, if I'm banging my sister spiritually or whatever. Not my sister, actually. You know, you know what I'm saying? For the record. But if this spiritually is, too close for comfort, then and I'm sober, it'll get communicated to me in my dreams. I can't. I'm not gonna miss myself. You know, myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't feel like a brother to me. No. I don't know. It's just what
I'm glad that it don't feel that way because we have really great sex.
Yeah, we do.
And my paranoia be like, lying ass. I don't trust nothing a broad say. And that's not fair.
You don't trust me?
No, I do. I do. More than I'd like to.
I know.
Motherfucker.
You don't want to admit so many things, and then you're fighting yourself so much. It's so funny sometimes. I like to watch it like a movie.